What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I have been meaning to do this video for so long. It has been probably a year that I've been wanting to do this and just never really got around to filming it, and I had this whole plan because I was in LA and I was going to do a video all about like how to go thrifting and show you guys how I thrift. Well, I am currently on a curb in Los Angeles. I'm just hanging out here with Kat. She's on the other side of the street. Oh, there's a car. And I've been wanting to do this video for so long. I just never knew like when to do it, and it's been so cold in Montreal that I'm like, you know what, why don't I just do it in LA? Because for one, it's one of my favorite places to go thrifting, and two, the weather is amazing, so I feel like I could definitely walk around a lot outside, walk you guys through how I go thrifting, give you some tips and tricks. For example, I'm wearing this shirt right now, which is Thrifted. It's a vintage Tommy shirt, and one of my favorite things about thrifting is the fact that everything is like obviously very affordable. Well, I guess it depends where you go to, but this stuff is worn, it has like a history to it. I am obviously very nostalgic. If you guys have been subscribed to me for a while, you guys know I'm like obsessed with everything 80s and 90s. The fashion then was amazing, and I just think it's so much fun to like, first of all, go shopping in a thrift store, buying a shirt for like $5, and even customizing it, making it your own. And yeah, so before we go into the store, I don't even know if I'm allowed to film in there. In like 3 different stores I got in trouble for filming, so couldn't really do that. And then I started feeling really sick and I was like, oh my god, this is just like not working out. But I thought, you know what, I might as well just sit down and film this haul because I have been thrifting so much lately and I get so many questions about it on like usually YouTube or Instagram, Twitter. And I thought that I would not only show you guys what I've bought recently, but also explain to you how I go thrifting. If you guys are new here, make sure to click that subscribe button down below, and then also hit that bell notification button so that your post notifications are turned on so that you never miss one of my videos and you always are notified when I upload. And then give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see a kind of thrifting lookbook or something like that. Obviously with this kind of haul, because it is thrifted, I don't really think you can buy any of these pieces anywhere, but I'll just show you guys what I got and kind of how I got them, the story behind them, and everything like that. And I don't think I'll have time to film a try on haul because I need to leave for an appointment in literally 20 minutes, and I also have to just start uploading this. This is my like only day in Montreal before I leave again for New York City, and then I'm gone again for like practically 2 weeks, so I really don't have much time. I hope you guys can understand. I know like you really hate when people don't do try on hauls, but follow me on Instagram because I literally have showed every single one of these items on Instagram before worn on me, so make sure you're following me there so that you never miss any pictures. Let's start off with jackets because I get so many questions about my jackets. I have 2 that are kind of old and I've shown them many times on my YouTube channel, but I figured I would just talk about them quickly because I get so many questions still to this day on my channel and as well as on Instagram, so I'll just quickly talk about it. But the first one being this jacket. This jacket I've had now for 2 years, I'd say, and I got this at a thrift store in New York City called the Vintage Twin, and it's one of my favorite thrift stores. It is a old aviation bomber jacket from World War II. It's like a legit one. It has like even the crest on it and everything. So this is a really cool jacket. It's super flimsy. It's really old. I love the story behind this, and I wear this all the time. I'm actually bringing it with me to New York. So if you guys are wondering where I got this, I got it at the Vintage Twin. If you guys are in the city, make sure to check it out. There's a few different locations, and this was an awesome find. As for my other jacket, it is just an oversized denim jacket. This one I actually got, believe it or not, on ASOS, and ASOS has a marketplace section to it, so it's all kind of like vintage stuff, and I actually got this, I'd say summer 2016, so 2 years ago, and I wore it a ton, and I still get questions about it all the time because I travel with it. It's like my go-to plane outfit. Boo, do you not want to chew your toy? They are the easiest to pair with everything, and I love the oversized fit, especially off the shoulder. Okay, now moving on to some things I found when I was recently in LA. So actually I'm going to show you what I got in LA last year because I have gotten questions about this shirt. I have this vintage cropped Rolling Stones t-shirt. Looks like this. I wore this to Coachella last year and I get a ton of questions about it. No, I did not buy it like this. It was just an oversized plain white t-shirt that said the Rolling Stones on it, and I cut it up to be cropped as well as a more scooped neckline. And that's one of my favorite things about thrifting is that you'll buy a shirt for like $5 and then you can cut it up and make it your own, and it looks so awesome, especially vintage band tees. Those are my favorite. And yeah, I get a ton of questions of this still, so Boo's literally digging on the couch right now. Wish you could see this right now. I I was in LA and I was looking for a really good pair of Redone Denim. Now, Redone Denim is not specifically thrifted. It's usually like Levi's or something that has been reworked and made to look really cool. So it is more on the pricey side, but I just love Redone Denim. It's like my favorite type of denim because it's so flimsy, it's so comfortable, but you have to try on like 100 pairs before you find like the perfect one. So I tried on so many and I literally found the perfect pair. So they are high-waisted with buttons, and then they have a rip in the knee and they're a little flared at the bottom with some distressing. But this color is so nice. So these are Levi's. They were originally, you know, typical Levi's. Okay, but this is the thing. When I buy jeans, I can never find jeans that fit my thighs and my butt as well as my waist. I always have to go like 2 sizes up to be able to fit my butt and my thighs, but then it's so big on my waist and it's always so frustrating. But these fit perfectly, and I don't understand how. It's like magic jeans. So I'm really happy with the way these fit on me, and I'm so excited about them, and they are definitely my favorite. I say thrifted, but they're not thrifted at all. Vintage, reworked jeans that I've ever owned in my entire life, and I'm so happy with them. Then I went to Wasteland, which if you're from LA, if you've been there, you know that it is just a vintage store on Melrose. One of them, and it's one of my favorites because it has really good band tees, and I found this one. Huge Pink Floyd fan. Dark Side of the Moon. Ugh. And I like that it had this really awesome distressing to it. It's really soft. It was in the men's section and it's a really oversized fit, but I love the way it looks and I'm so happy with it. And I just love the color. I've never owned like a gray color like this. You guys know I own a million gray things, but nothing like this. So I was really happy with it. Originally I was gonna cut it up, but I kind of like it like this. Then in Ireland, I went thrift store shopping and they actually had really good options for thrifting there. So I found 2 t-shirts which were really affordable. The first one being this vintage Beatles one. It's just an Dan's home. It looks like this. It has the Beatles on it behind or in front of the American flag, and I loved the color of it. They're all kind of basic oversized tees. Those are my favorite ones, especially band tees, because I could sleep with them, I can work out in them, I can wear them out. It's just very versatile, especially if the shirt is super affordable. And this is in a size extra large, and it's a legit Beatles top. Like it says the Beatles here. And then the other one I'm wearing right now, I also got in Ireland. Looks like this. Super oversized. It's blue, and it's just the boys on a t-shirt. And I love it. Yeah, I just got those 2 shirts. And then also Dan got this really awesome like bomber jacket from one of the stores, and I steal it all the time and it's so comfortable. And I think he got it for like 20 bucks, and it's like a really well-made bomber jacket. Now, there are a few online shops other than the ASOS marketplace which I do vintage shopping on. These are a little bit more pricey because if you go to a local thrift store, you can literally find shirts and stuff for $5, which I definitely recommend. But sometimes I go on these websites and I see something and I'm like, that is amazing, and it's like 30 bucks. So it's not that bad. Plus this one website is based in Canada, so it's like really cheap shipping. And normally when I have to ship things, it's always international, so I have to pay customs and like shipping is so expensive. But this website, if you guys are from Canada, it's so good. I think it's based out of Vancouver or BC. I mean, they can do 2-day shipping and it's awesome, but if you wanted to do standard, it's like super cheap and you'd get your stuff in like a week. So that is the one good thing about this website. I discovered it years ago and I used to shop on it all the time, and then I started thrifting more in person, but then I've kind of recently gone back onto it and I'm like, oh, this website is just so good. Yes, there are expensive items on it. There's real vintage stuff. A lot of it's reworked, but I still really love it. So it is called Frankie Collective. It is a Canadian website, and yeah, if you guys are from Canada, definitely check it out. I usually buy more than one thing so that the shipping, even though it's cheap, is still worth it. But I got a few things over the course of like a few months, and I'm gonna show you guys what they are. So the first one being this vintage Gucci top that was reworked to be cropped. It's so cute. I actually wore this horseback riding, and I know that sounds so like bougie and like, oh my god, what are you doing? But it was so hot that day and I had just gotten this in the mail and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna wear this. And it reminds me of my grandma's shirt. I know that sounds so weird, but my grandma has a Gucci shirt like this. My grandma's so classy. She has everything designer, and she has a Gucci shirt like this, and it's so nice. So obviously hers is white and not cropped, but I just thought it was really cool. And that one was probably like, I know it's expensive for a crop top, but I think it was like 40 bucks, but or 35, and that's Canadian, so that's cheaper American, and I don't know what conversion is for the rest of the world, but that was a pretty good price for a vintage Gucci top, even though it has been reworked. Then I got this Tommy tee, and this is just oversized, super baggy Tommy tee. I wore this in LA, and I just love the basic logo on it. It's a little bit more off-white, and it does look a bit stained, but I kind of like that. The sleeves are long too, kind of like this, which I like because I like when the sleeves are long. And what I really like too is when I buy oversized shirts, and this is why a lot of the times I buy men's shirts, is the seam like hangs over your shoulders, so it makes it look a lot bigger. And since I have broad shoulders, a lot of the times I hate when shirts are like the seam is here and then like my shoulders are like bulging out of it. So I always look for shirts that have like the seams really hanging off the shoulder. That's what I got with this as well. You can almost wear this as like a dress. I mean, my butt does hang out of it, but it's super long and comfy. Then I got so many questions about this on Instagram. I got this cropped Nike sweater, and it is so comfortable. Oh my god. It's really cropped, so I definitely recommend wearing like a bralette under it that you don't mind people seeing, especially if one is a bit longer so it peeks out. But it's so nice. This just gives me such 90s vibes, and I love wearing it with the jeans that I showed you guys from earlier from Redone Denim, and I love it. I wore this in LA when I took a picture against a blue like vintage car, and it reminded me of the song by Billy Joel, Still Rock and Rollin' Me, and I thought it was so cool, and I just really liked it. But I got so many questions about this on that picture, so yeah, this is from Frankie Collective. It sucks that you like can't get the exact thing because everything is just one of a kind when it comes to thrifting or vintage, but they have a lot of similar stuff, so just make sure you're on it kind of often. I'm subscribed to their newsletter, so every time they put up new things I get an email, so I'm like first to check because their stuff sells out really quickly. And you'll see if you go on the website, a lot of it says sold out, but they update their website so often, so don't worry about that. This is also not sponsored. They have no idea I'm even making this video. I don't even think they know who I am, but I'm gonna give them a huge shout out because they're like awesome. But again, they're not super cheap. Like if you were to just go to your local thrift store, if you were traveling somewhere and you went into a thrift store, like that stuff is really affordable and really awesome. But this is obviously more expensive. But if you're in Canada, it has cheap shipping because it's from Canada. Then the last two sweaters I'm going to talk about, because I don't think I've mentioned this one at least on Instagram before. It is a Nike Crewneck sweater that does have distressing on it, and it's a really awesome like khaki green color, and I love this color for spring. I think it's so nice, especially if I have a tan, and I love wearing this with the sleeves rolled up, and I think it's a really nice fit. It's not very oversized, like this literally fits right at my waist, but I like that look especially with leggings, and I really like this color. And greens are so in this season, so honestly, greens and reds, I know that's like Christmas sounding, but reds all the way, even though I have nothing red here. And the last thing is this green Nike oversized sweater. This one is very oversized, like I can wear this as a dress. It covers my butt, and the sleeves are very like oversized and big, but this is like my favorite color, and I love this sweater. This is definitely my favorite sweater that I own. I bring it everywhere. Every time I travel, even if it's a beach vacation, I always bring a sweater with me because I'm cold at some point, whether it be on the plane or like at night. This goes everywhere with me, and because it is thrifted, like the quality is, I mean, it's from the 90s, so you can't really like go wrong with it. It's been around forever, so I can, you know, mess it up as much as I want, and it's good. And plus it really brings out the green in my eyes. So that is it for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm so sorry it's not a try on haul. I know you guys get like so frustrated when things aren't try on, but if you guys want me to make a full on like I go thrifting with you guys and see if I can secretly film it somehow like in the dressing room and then show what everything looks like on me, please leave a comment down below, because I am traveling a lot and I will be thrifting a lot, so I do really want to know what you guys think, or if you guys prefer like these pictures or whatever, let me know as well, because like the one thing with try on hauls which I like is that if I wanted to purchase the item, I could see what it looks like on the body type. Okay, that looks really good on them. I'm gonna buy that for myself too. But since this is thrifted and you guys can't buy these items, obviously there's no point really, but I know what it's like to want to watch a try on, so I get it guys, don't worry. I love you all so much. New videos coming very soon because really exciting things are happening, and I love you, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! Also, I realized I was so far from the camera this whole time and like so low. If you guys want me to make a video all about playlists, like music and stuff that I love, let me know, because I'm into some really good oldies and stuff, and I make really good playlists for myself. So if you guys are curious about that, let me know, because music is huge in my life. So, okay, bye.
In this abandoned amusement park, we come to life when it turns dark. We're just carnival hearts, you and me.